All right, welcome back to the show. It is very hard to concentrate with Libby crunching on her Tic Tacs over there. I'm doing my segment, Libby. Can you please pay attention? We're going to get straight to it because everyone knows I am California dreaming. In only 2 days, we head out to Los Angeles to give you the Denver exclusive with the cast of Dear John, The Legion, and When in Rome. 3 big movies. But while I can only fly coach and stay at the Holiday Inn there at the airport, my buddy Mike is living the dream. They're in the heart of Los Angeles. Yep. Actually, it's your mom's spare bedroom in West Covina, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say,
where you live?
Last time you were with me in Orange County in the basement, so the Holiday Inn's a step up for you.
You know it.
Although you've been on vacation for like 9 weeks, so I'm really happy to see you, man. I missed you. I don't have my fix with Chris and the Denver, and I don't get it. And it helps me in my day here at TMZ. You've been in Hawaii for 9 weeks or whatever you do in Vegas, so I'm glad to have you back.
So why? No, you're confusing me with Natalie. She was in. I had a baby. That's where I was.
Oh, okay.
On maternity leave. All right, let's get straight to it. This is a sad story, and I'm wondering if there's more to it. We hear about the Johnson heiress and her untimely death. Is this a drug thing or not?
You know, look, bottom line is, all I can tell you is the autopsy is completed. They did toxicology tests because there is no signs of trauma. There's no signs of homicide. In other words, she's 30 years old and she died at that age suddenly with no obvious reason why. So they all the time when this happens think there's some chemical, there's something was put into her body that caused the death. When it's 30-year-old and it's a socialite and it's somebody who has had issues with it in the past, whether she's been arrested or any of that kind of stuff, it's known within the socialite group of people. She hung out with some of the hard partiers. She partied pretty hard. A lot of her friends are saying she partied. But you know what? In the end, the way I look at it, we won't know for a few weeks when the toxicology reports come back, so I don't want to say one way or the other. But what I can tell you is that she's a diabetic, and she had several diabetic comas in the past where she ended up in the hospital because of the insulin and her blood sugar levels. So they actually even found syringes for that when they found her body. So this could be something else besides that. We're just going to have to wait and see, dude.
All right, well, we're out of time, but very quickly, can we talk about the Mike Tyson thing, that video that's surfaced of his attack?
Yeah, Mike Tyson. Look, I don't want to get punched by Mike Tyson. Me and you would get knocked out. And when you see the video we got, Mike Tyson turns on this photographer all of a sudden, and all you hear is like, and the guy just goes down, and it's really kind of scary because Mike Tyson's crazy, and you see him in this video. It's like you shouldn't have messed with him. But they didn't charge him with a crime, so it's sort of a situation where we feel like maybe the photographer could have incited it a little bit. But still, you don't want Iron Mike to turn on you and swing at you at the airport. Not a good idea.
That's when I run like a girl as fast as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you, my friend. Good to see you, Mike. You're looking
like
Jersey Shores, doesn't he? He has that Jersey Shore look about him. Yes. So, TMZ.com, one of my favorite websites. As you know, all this week, we're celebrating The Simpsons. They have been on the air 20 years. Can you believe it? I can't get a relationship to last 20 minutes. 20 years they've been around. I'm being outclassed by Homer Simpson. This Sunday is the 450th episode, the longest-running scripted nighttime series in history. I got the chance to sit down one-on-one with the show's executive producer, Al Jean, and he says, wouldn't you figure, time flies. Does it seem like that long to you? I mean, has this been one hell of a ride or what? I can't fathom that number.
I drive the same car, and in some ways it's the same, but on the other hand, I have a daughter who was born after the show started, who's in Colombia now, and so, you look at certain things and it seems like everything's changed, and on the other hand, I still go to Fox, I still, I'm writing for these characters, so it's a bizarre thing.
And of course, we haven't aged a bit in the last 20 years either, amazingly.
No, it's amazing on that account too.
Everyone's always freaked out that that guy's the guy that executive produces The Simpsons. He seems so mild-mannered, doesn't he?
Yes.
Even nerdish.
Slightly.
No! Hey, I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. We're talking about the special on Sunday. That is the 450th episode. Tune in, and you're going to love it. They even have a documentary afterward. Cool. Going to be a great, great night. Can't believe you called one of the most powerful men in Hollywood a nerd. Are you crazy?
Really? You?
I didn't call him a nerd.
You're making fun of him the entire time.
He is. All right. I was all about this on the show, and you guys poo-pooed it.
What's that?
I said this show needs a little jazz. It needs to be in 3D.
Yes.
You guys guys said no.
I didn't say
No!
You could see Dave's ear hair in your living room. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Great.
You didn't listen, but you know what? The networks did listen.
What?
ESPN and Discovery Channel are going to launch the industry's first 3D television networks.
Synchronized swimming in 3D?
Well, I
How
got
about NFL football?
Wait, I got to pick the sport, so I picked synchronized swimming.
Please.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Gee, I can't wait.
Ooh, look at her leg. Whoa, it's in my living room. The sports programmer will introduce their version this summer, and then Discovery, which I think will be great, they're going to launch their 3D network in 2011. Experts say it could change the way we watch TV, much as High Def did. It could be that big.
Yeah.
They're not going to do, like, normal stuff, like news and stuff, right? God, wouldn't that be frightening?
Oh, sheesh.
Oh.
Let's do it. Let's be the first to do it
really
right here on the show.
I really have to quit.
All right. You look good in 3 dimensions. You do. Listen, we talked about Vince Vaughn. He have a huge bromance with this guy. As the ladies know, Vince and I bonded in Bora Bora. Remember that?
Yes.
A few months ago, he called me the playful hawk. He did.
He did?
I called him my boo. And while we were there,
Excuse me?
we were there single on Fantasy Island together, but now Vince Vaughn, my good friend, is off the market.
No.
The 39-year-old actor married his 31-year-old Canadian real estate agent, Kyla Weber. They were married on Saturday.
I love him. I
He
think
is
good.
an
I
awesome
love him.
guy. And I'm telling you, hanging out with him off camera, he's just a genuine, funny, witty man.
Oh, nice.
All the good ones are taken. The ceremony was held outside of his hometown, a Chicago historic mansion. The couple got engaged last Valentine's Day. It is the first marriage for both of them. And good luck, Vince, and thank you for all the love advice. He gave me some great advice on love, which I'm not going to share with you.
I'm a little confused.
I spent a week with him in Bora
Bora
Bora.
Bora. Remember Bora Bora?
I got that, but why he's giving you advice?
Right, the whole movie that he was in was about
Love advice. Yeah.
couplehood.
Okay.
Yeah. But you
Clearly,
won't
I
share?
need advice. Is that a shock to you?
His advice
Clearly.
was so good that...
I'm still single 6 months later. All right, 2010 is off to a great start, isn't it, ladies?
Not quite what I was confused about. We'll move on.
Hey, it's been 5 days into the new year,
Yes.
and I've only had 2 failed relationships. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I've been lucky so far, but not so much luck for Redmond O'Neill. After nearly 8 months of living clean, his son of Farrah Fawcett been busted yet again for felony drug charges. It went down on December 29th. When he returned, he was actually still in the halfway house. They let him out for a day, and he came back with drugs on him.
Wow.
He's now been ordered to jail until his February 2nd sentencing, and I sure hope he gets his act together and gets cleaned up. It's a tough battle, drug addiction. Speaking of substance abuse, how about Charlie Sheen and his wife, Brooke? Word today that Brooke Mueller was sent to rehab for abusing booze when she was 5 months pregnant with the twins. Now, one of the twins was born with a heart problem, and sources say Charlie blames it on the alcohol.
Charlie does?
Well, because she was drinking during the pregnancy.
I got that, but he's not exactly Mr.
Yeah.
Clean.
Pot, meet kettle.
Yeah, exactly.
And even though publicly they're saying they want to work it out, Brooke has already met with a divorce lawyer, and word is that she's working on getting the best prenup that she can manage.
What a mess.
It's a total mess. You know, every boy has his comic book hero. For some, it's Batman. For others, they're into Spidey. I'm all about the adventures of your friendly neighborhood Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
Check it out. This is not a joke. On May 5th, Lady Gaga will become an even bigger cartoon, actually appearing on the cover of a comic book. Ironically, don't you think she looks pretty normal?
Way more normal
Yeah,
than
for her.
normal.
You know you're weird when your comic book version of you is better than the
Yeah.
real version of you. Other ladies that are going to lead this whole series of famous comic book women and guys is Robert Pattinson, Taylor Swift, and David Beckham.
Really?
Isn't that cool? And not to be outdone, as we wrap it up, Dave Frazier also has his own comic book cover. Here's a look at the artist's rendering of Dave Frazier right there.
Mr.
love it.
Look for it in comic book stores everywhere in the months to come.
You are ruthless. You know what I did see over spring or over Christmas break?
What's that?
Speaking of Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh, it's
Great movie.
What a
great one.
great
It's a classic movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hilarious. Thank you. Fun as always.
See you guys later.
All right. Well, any mom knows you have your favorite things that make it easier or better, or that you just think are cute.
Yep.
And Natalie, you certainly know about these things.
do.
Recently, a lot of new things out
And you know what? It's easier 5 years later. Things keep getting better and better. So I've got a couple of my favorites.
So you gonna have
coming
another
up.
baby?
No. I know it might be easier. I'm not taking a chance.
I am.
I'll loan you a few things.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.